Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Lads Talk podcast. Today, once again, is myself. Danyal's joined us today, Jamie, and Garis. Now, the Lads Talk podcast has been around for a couple of months now, and we're happy to say we've hit 82 subscribers. And we're always encountering new things. And today we also encountered our very first hate comment, which is very exciting. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But one thing which hasn't changed is the fact that you should subscribe right now and make sure you leave a comment down below and make sure you like the video. Speaking of first things, today we're talking about first impressions. So there's a lot of things that we've encountered for the very first time. What I wanted to do today is speak about our first impressions with people, also obviously including ourselves as well. But first, let me ask Danyal, because you weren't here last time. How important are first impressions for you?
Yeah, I don't think they are that important because once you get to know the person, they will change, if that makes sense.
They will change meaning.
For example, yeah, looking at myself, yeah, I look bad off, yeah, if I'm really hard to approach. But once you get to know me, I'm like a little,
He's a softie, man.
such
He's
a
a softie.
firm, like a teddy bear. Yeah, once you get to know me, I'm not that bad as a person, and yeah, so.
So, Garis, what about you? How do you feel about first impressions?
I agree with Daniel. It's not as important. Once you get to know the person, then you can see if you really click with them, if you vibe with them, if it fits into your morals or lifestyle. As an individual, then obviously you can make the choice to carry on, and obviously then start to open up and get more comfortable and stuff.
Yeah, that makes three of us. I don't really care that much. If you were going off of how the person's day has probably been, if they woke up on the wrong side of the bed or if they had a bad day, yeah, I wouldn't make that first impression be important at all. If they continue for the next couple of times we meet, in a good way, then that's what I base it off of. Basically, the same. I don't judge them or anything off of that first meeting, and I hope they do the same with me.
I think it depends on the person, if they experienced it before, where they thought so much about a person, then they started talking to them, then they're like, yeah, what I thought, yeah, then not even one tiny bit lighter. For example, Jamie, he probably thought about us being some next level dumbasses, but then,
Not dumbasses, other stuff.
yeah, but yeah, maybe could you tell us? Because you never told us. Can you what do you think about me, huh?
You want to do that now? Or
Yeah, go on.
fair enough.
Yeah, be honest right now.
Fair enough. Garis, I thought he was. I was obviously nervous either way. I didn't think you'd be those sort of people that would be horrible and wanna whatever. I was obviously skittish either way.
Yeah.
With Daniel, how he would talk, how he'd act, not really how he'd dress, but just his character, I guess. Back then, especially even more, I thought he was one of the those roadman sort of people. So I was a bit more skittish, a bit more off.
Me, a roadman. Okay.
I just assumed all those types of people to be horrible, and those are the type of people that bullied me. So, and obviously, I found out I was completely wrong. Completely wrong.
How
The
did you
opposite
find
side of
out?
the track. When we started talking, I think it was either in English or in our engineering.
Let's rephrase that. When I forced my friendship, when I forced myself to. That's such a better phrase, bro.
No, but before we move on, yeah, Jamie could have made the choice to fully cut us off here,
Yeah, some.
but he didn't.
No, but here's the part where I need to understand. Yeah, so Danielle, you keep saying, "Oh, you force friendship, whatever." Yeah, but why did you even bother? What was it about Jamie that you saw that was like, yeah, okay, I want to be friends with him?
I don't know. I just got some experience. I don't even get to choose. It's just random people just come along in it, and yeah, you just give them a chance, and then I don't know, but yeah, I'm not gonna big myself up here, but that's I talk to bad people, but I bring back wallahi, yeah, it sounds so stupid, but yeah, experienced it so many flipping times. Like for example, Garis, therefore, same Jamie, I think, yeah, kinda brought him some kinda, how do I say, hope in people, because he got treated bad during secondary school and primary school. So I was like, he must be like, oh yeah, there is some decent people out there, and yeah, I talked to bad people on social media back in the days, and it's giving them some kind of a place to open up and hear them and just try to be nice, and then they realize, and you feel so good. You're like, oh yeah, this person kind of changed in a way, and yeah, you feel proud.
it's not changed because you made the choice to still get to know them. You find out their true character and true colours, and you kind of get along with them, and you're
Good
happy
point.
with it,
Good
and you
point.
carry on, and you want to see where it takes you.
You need
Yeah, I
to
know.
make them feel safe and let them open up. Like for example, Jamie, it took us bad time for this guy to like actually be like he is right now. With Garis, he was a bit quicker.
Even to talk to me.
Yeah.
Was that quicker? Yeah. To talk to me, yeah, before you carry on, yeah. He was so quiet. So I think Fortnite, I was literally talking to Jamie in call on his break, yeah. The way he kind of cracked, let's say, the icebreaker for me and Jamie in person at college was Fortnite.
Just talking
Through the
whatever I was
game chat. Was it game chat? Yeah.
You know what's like really like fascinating? Like you know when like for example we go in a shop or like store and we just like buy stuff for each other. For example, Jamie bought like a drink or something. He wants to get a drink and I got the same drink. For example, we just got in the deal. I'll pay once and maybe he'll pay the next time. It's like so sick. Even back in the college days, we used to do the same. I used to borrow money from Garis, for example, because I don't know. Yeah, it was just like, what, like, why, like, just do it. It just makes sense. It's not even like forced, or like you don't need to do it. Just like
felt natural,
out of
felt normal.
love, I guess. Yeah, just like let me just buy my friend a drink and boom.
Yeah, that sounds obviously sincere, innit? So Jamie, I wanted to hear from you then. Like, what was it? You know, at first you thought Danyal was a bit like a roadman, or you were uncomfortable because of previous experience. How difficult or how easy was it to just have that perception to change? And obviously now you're like it's best mates or close mates. How easy or how difficult was it?
Because that was fresh out of secondary school. It was kind of hard. Like no, like all the time I thought something's gonna happen. He's gonna change. He's gonna change. He's seen through my. You can see my fear or nerves or whatever. He's eventually gonna crack and he's gonna do something. I was always there. It weren't going away.
Let me bring one topic. One day, there was this one day he hurt my feelings so badly. It was the day.
Me?
Yeah, it was the day I bought
What?
the PlayStation 5. For him, and he kind of got shook, and he was like, "Yeah, you know that day."
Oh,
Now I
yeah.
understand where he came from.
What happened?
Now I understand. I don't feel hurt no more since you told me about the bullying and everything. I felt like so I've known this guy for like 2-3 years, and obviously
It's been much longer there.
it was really more than that. Okay, but whatever. Like forget that point. Let me get to the main point. The PlayStation was like on a it was really hard to get in him. So I managed to get it for him, and I think his mom or siblings wasn't at home. So I was like, okay, yeah, let me just deliver it to my place. And he was so hesitant, and it's just to like calm him down. Yeah, I literally left my MacBook at his place. I think it was, wasn't it? Because I
Yeah.
never knew. Like I was hurt a bit because like this guy I take him out, we go out and everything. We're proper best friends. Yeah, he didn't open up about his bullying back then, innit? So obviously he had trust issues and stuff. And I felt a bit hurt, but like after like I was like, there must be a reason behind it.
So just for clarification, what as in Jamie, you thought Danielle was gonna take it, or like what was it?
Yeah, not give it. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It was £515, bro. Yeah, but then fair enough to him, he has trust issues. Like obviously,
No, I'd be
bullying
fine
and
with it
everything.
now.
You wouldn't really trust. It's like £500. Now, yeah, obviously, bro, it's done now. Yeah, literally, bro. Now you're fine. But it's like if you don't open up, like you don't really know what the person's going through. But after he told us about, wallahi, yeah, I'm not making this up, yeah. You know when this guy, yeah, I'm gonna start crying, but basically, you know this guy, yeah, when he opened up about his bullying and stuff, wallahi, that shit, yeah, I was, bro. Yo, bro. Bro, wallahi, yeah, that was like, bro, I felt so blessed. I was like, raw, bro. I got him as a friend. And,
Bro, you're gonna make me cry, man, now, because that's how I am.
Wallahi, that day, bro, you don't understand, bro. I felt so lucky, bro. Like, imagine having him as a friend, bro. Like, after all he went
But
through, bro.
it's even your emotion. It says a lot that
I love the guy, bro. Like, I know like I take the mick at times, but like wallahi, I feel so blessed to have in my life. This sounds so gay, but wallahi, it makes me feel so proud of myself that I got him. Like, imagine you get bullied all your life, and then you're friends with this guy. He trusts you. Like, you must be a good person, though. Yeah, but yeah, carry on, carry on. You guys,
It's
I
hard.
was about
It's
to
hard
find
to
out
carry on
these,
from
bro.
that.
Like, wallahi, I was talking to these people yesterday as well. I was like, yeah, life is so blessed right now, man. Like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, basically we opened both our cars, yeah, was it the front, yeah, and Daniel was like, oh, we're waiting for this time, it's sick, innit? And he was just talking in general, he was like, life is so good right now, and stuff, all we have to do is finish uni, then we can just focus on grinding on work properly, because, yeah, we can't be honest with uni, and yeah, and on top of that, then James now left to get the car, and then hopefully Daniel can get golf soon, a match with me,
oh, like life is so blessed. Like, go out, eat, and just chill out, innit?
No, so Jamie, like, how do you feel, after you hear that? Obviously, so we were talking about first impressions, but it's it's a really long time away since you had your first impression. What do you think now?
Yeah. As in what?
As in, what do you think about Danyal now, about Garis now? We'll get to me later.
Out of everyone, of all the friends, you three are the best, hands down. Out of everyone. Even in the college after
yeah.
I was there, it was like a 2 or 3 month thing for confidence stuff. I went downhill, not that bad, but I went downhill a bit more again, like 2019, like the end of that year. So then someone said, "Oh yeah, try this course in Carshorten College, about 2-3 months. That's for confidence and stuff." And again, I went in there still thinking there's gonna be bad people, they're gonna be horrible again. And then all my family's like, "Oh yeah, no, they're there. That's the whole point of this course, is to build your confidence up and for positive stuff. So no one's going to be there for that, and if it is, they're just going to get kicked out straight away." And then whenever it was, I went there to do an interview with basically our teacher, one of them. They had 2 teachers and 2 helper teachers, if you will. There was maybe your age, Sadiq. And then the main teachers and 2 people your age would be in there with us as well. And I went there with the lady there. She was like, "Yeah, no, everyone's here for the same reason as me. No one's horrible. They're all either the same as me or worse." I was like, okay. And then I went in there. There was again a couple of people I had my eye on. Same again with you, Daniel. One of them there, I thought he's going to be this type of person. And again, I was wrong. And then I ended up, again, like us, there was a group of 4 of us that would always go out like every lunchtime and stuff. But even with them, like we do, but even with those 4, you 4 are still better.
Well, it's quite clear that first impressions aren't always the most important thing. Obviously, they're the thing that starts us off with, I think usually us human beings, we kind of want to always protect ourselves. Yeah, most people. So the first impression is kind of, I am either going to protect myself or I'm going to slowly open up. I feel comfortable with this person. I think these kind of questions come up first. But yeah, no, it's nice. Honestly, putting everything aside, the jokes aside, it's really, really nice what kind of journey. It is a journey, right? It's not like a switch that's been switched on. It's a journey. You had to go through a lot of stuff to be able to open up trust. Danyal, I'm not sure if you've always been kind of like a friendly person, you've always been open, or if that was obviously something you had to do as well. Garis, same obviously to you, but regardless, anyone who's able to open up, anyone who's able to break the ice, respect to you is very important.
Let me say something. This quote that I read here was like, you don't really get to choose who you meet in life. It's like more like God sent them your way. Some can be as blessings, other can be like as a test. And it makes so much sense. Like imagine like you, for example, on a flipping game, bro. You're on a flipping game to London, then it's to stay into your place, bro. Deep that, bro. Like,
very true.
how insane is that, bro? And
because I was going to ask that question next. Obviously, first impressions.
Have you answered the question yourself?
I'll answer it through this. But yeah, let you guys have your moment. But basically, no, like, because we've spoken about this before, and I think making friends or episode 5 or something. I'm not sure, but we've spoken about this. But obviously there's one part that we missed out, which obviously has some funny parts in it. But obviously the way I kind of became close to you guys is because through Danyal. We already mentioned this, right? But my question is, when we first ever kind of said, oh yeah, why don't we all go link up in London and go munch something and you know, go have a day out or something, who came up with the idea, by the way? I forgot.
Was it a joint effort?
I don't remember at all
We all-
now. After this
Ethan,
Yeah.
bro. It
But-
was Ethan.
Oh yeah, Ethan came up with it.
Yo, big up Ethan.
Shout out Ethan,
Listening.
wherever you are, Ethan. No,
Yeah,
because so I was meant to meet a friend and in London, and I mentioned it to you guys, innit? I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna meet a friend, and then you guys, I think you guys must have said, oh yeah, oh wow, you're not gonna meet us. It started off like a joke like that, and then we said, okay, come on, why don't we meet? So it's like such a funny, you know, first we met in Retail Row in Fortnite, and then we were about to meet in
Was it Retail Row?
Retail Row, yeah. We met in Retail Row in Fortnite, and then we were planning to meet in London. So then I got to London. This is funny because we just finished COVID, more or
Yeah.
less, right? The lockdown rules were like eased
Yeah.
a lot. And I remember I was at, was it Waterloo Station?
Yeah,
Waterloo, and you guys came, and then obviously you guys have no idea what I look like, and I barely have any idea what you look like. All I knew is if I see
One
three
white.
guys, 2 Asians and 1 white guy, yeah, that's the jackpot. Now I'm looking, there's like, all right, there's 2 Asians and 1 white guy. Oh no, it's not them. Okay, there's
Nah.
2 white
It should
guys,
have been
1
like
Asian.
that,
No,
but it's
that
not.
can't be it. You know, I'm just looking,
Okay,
and then I think, yeah. Then Garis calls me and he's like, oh hey Sadiq, where are you? Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Why in that voice?
That's what you said. At least I'm not saying Sakid,
Oh.
okay? But,
Oh, yeah.
so what's it? He's like, where are you? So I'm like, yeah, I'm here near this escalator, blah blah blah.
Boom.
Then I look forward, yeah, and I see down the escalators
Oh.
these 3 Wi-Fi signal height, yeah. So it's like tallest than y'all's there. Then you go, I think, is it Jamie who's next tallest?
It was me then, yeah, it was me then. Garis.
Jamie and then Garis, yeah. I was like, what's this Wi-Fi signal coming down the escalators, yeah? And I see them standing there looking around. Danyal looks, especially kind of haunted, like, where's this, you know, Bengali? So I see you guys and I approach you. And this is the part that I was like slightly, what's the word I'm looking for, man?
Shook?
I was slightly, not shook, I was slightly like taken aback. Like, you know, for me, when I get comfortable, you know that wall that I'm meant to have, I have no wall. It's just like, yeah, go on. Someone probably will murder me one day because of this, yeah, but I have no wall. I'm just like, yeah, okay, you know, you're safe, I'm safe. So the first thing I did is I went to shake all of your hands, yeah, and all of you, none of you were ready for it, yeah. So you just like staring at my hand like, the hell's this guy doing?
Is that? I don't remember.
Yeah, and then I grabbed Jamie's hand and I gave him the shoulder hug, and like he was just stiff. He was like, "No, I'm not gonna shoulder hug you." I grabbed Danyal. He done the same thing. Then Garis was the only one slightly he gave me shoulder hug, and then we moved forward.
That thing, that handshake, innit? That typical.
Yeah.
That.
You know what's this funniest
And
bit?
I was just thinking, I was like,
We
Yeah,
made
yeah.
drawings about. Was it you or one of us made the drawings?
yeah, we were doing drawings of each other. Yeah, so we were on Snapchat. We were drawing like, okay, what do each of us look like? Yeah, and it was so funny.
that,
I
yeah.
swear. So yeah, we would like drawing what we each look like, and then what happened is we what's it called? Then we took off there. So obviously that's my side. What was your guys' kind of impression there and then?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. When I saw you, I expected you to dress like us. Yeah. Is this the mindset I had? I looked at this guy's old.
Oh no!
He's got his suit and tie, his little thing bow and his walking stick.
So when you guys saw me, like, because I don't dress like with the bomber jackets
Normal
and the joggers or
Yeah.
whatnot. I dress kind
Formal.
of
Yeah.
overdressed.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
So you lot are looking at me like, the flip?
Right, how old is this guy?
My one was probably the high. I was like, yeah, this guy must be like the same size as Garis or smaller. And then I see this guy like, bro, I was meant to punch you up, innit? Remember them days? I was like, that's
Yeah,
it's long
yeah,
day,
he-
bro, it's long day.
It's long day, you're gonna get punched up. Then he saw that, this guy's like 2 inches shorter than me. Yeah, I can't bully him.
Whoa.
And then, what about you, Jamie? What was yours?
I can't remember, man. I want to remember. I can't.
It's
Either
like,
way, it was the
yeah.
same thing again. It was standoffish. Like, okay, the hug threw me off.
Yeah.
Can't lie. I
could
was like,
tell.
whoa, too much.
Yeah, no,
Too
but
much.
I'm from a community where like everyone hugs each other, you know, like Islamic kind of thing. Yeah, everyone just hugs each other, so it's so normal for me. But for you guys, it's like get away from me. Oh wait. Okay, please, yeah. Can we carry on? So then we meet, and then after it's like we're like, okay, yeah. So let's get a taxi to the bowling place. Yeah.
Oh, remember? Jamie
that-
in the front.
Bowling.
Yeah, please. Who wants to tell this
Oh,
part?
shit.
I forgot, man. I forgot. Go on, enlighten me.
Okay, basically, yeah. So I think Danyal orders the taxi, Uber or Bolt or whatever, and the taxi guy comes and he say five. No, is it? You know, like Zephyras that have 5 seats or 7 seats or whatever. So the guy, for some reason, he doesn't want us to sit at the back. Yeah, you know, the back, not the middle.
Yeah.
And so there's 3 seats. I'm like, I ain't sitting at the front, yeah. So I straight away sit in the back. Garis jumps in, Danyal jumps in. Jamie's like, okay, fine, I'll sit in the front. So he sits in the front, yeah. And then he's like talking to the taxi driver so much, being best social. I was thinking, bro, yeah, you met me for the first time. He's spoken more to the taxi driver than he has to me, bro. Wrong Asian, bro. He's talking to the wrong Asian.
But then we went bowling in from there, and I think it took us it took me like 10 minutes after that to like fully be like loose on you, because I started like slapping you, like punching you up in him. Yeah, I'm bare physical like since day one, so like yeah.
No, yeah. So we went there. He's punching me up because he keeps losing at bowling. He's the worst guy I've
He
ever
was
seen.
even using the
Oh,
thing,
why
the
you
guidance
gonna
thing, and
be
he's missing
so
it. Remember when you
Oh
rolled
yeah,
it?
the kids thing.
We have to bring that in, man.
It was
Oh
my
my God,
first
yeah, he
time.
missed
second
all
time,
of
I
the-
don't remember. But anyway, point is, yeah, I was struggling.
He was struggling a lot out of all of us.
Yeah, I think I was the best, yeah, and then Jamie was sick with he was left-handed as well, and he was just hitting all of them, and then Garis was decent, Danyal was just atrocious, man.
Oh, I wasn't that bad.
It was so funny. Yeah,
Um,
you weren't that bad. You were
But-
awful. So yeah.
sure.
No, I'm joking.
And then we went to eat,
and then
and the spot was chosen by this guy, this fish.
Here we
I hate
go.
this story. Let me say this bit, yeah, because I'm so like.
it's all yours. It's all
Okay,
yours.
okay. So, wait. So we went to this burger place. What was the name again? GBK,
Cool,
okay?
GBK.
Yeah, GBK.
I asked this guy, I was like, oh yeah, is the food halal and everything, yeah? And Sadiq was like, yeah, I already checked, yeah, it's halal and everything. We go there, I have one bite of the burger, and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely not halal. I don't know how, like, I didn't have haram meat, but I just like felt like Spider-Man senses. Yeah, and then, yeah, I called the guy and I'm like, bro, is this place halal?
Called over Daniel.
This is
Daniel called
yeah.
over
By the
Daniel.
way, his name was Daniel, and he was bold.
His name is
White,
Danyal.
He was
white
bold.
Daniel.
Danyal 4 years into the future.
I remember one bit, yeah, he was bold, yeah, I was back cussing him, yeah, and he was just not even singing, he was standing around the corner, and he probably heard everything I said about him. But I was so pissed, bro.
Yeah, they had
And
the
you know when he
little
come,
square
I'm
hole.
like, oh yeah, it's this place halal, and my burger tastes a bit
Oh,
off,
Garis'
it's not really
burger.
good. You know what he says? Oh yeah,
My burger tastes haram.
pretty much. But I was right. The guy said, yeah,
He's had up.
it was what, like 1 p.m. or was it 12? What time was it? Yeah, roughly that, yeah.
12.
And the guy's like,
well,
yeah, normally it's cross contaminated, but you're the first people here, so it's fine. And I'm like, first people, it's 1 p.m. Your business must be done out here, bro.
we was the only ones in there. I think it was us and one man on his own.
In central London as well. Where was it? I forgot the location. I've went there twice.
Thingy,
You guys.
Brunswick.
Anyway, then yeah, I ordered the milkshake. The milkshake was nice, but yeah, I complained about the burger. I had a tiny bit, and then at the end he gave me a refund, and he gave me like a discount card. It was like, oh yeah, come back. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I saw the chips.
I'm sorry.
the,
I'm
the
sorry.
cheesy chips was not fully cooked.
You know, remember how I acted? Yeah, when he came to him like coming to us and asking for the money, I was like, yeah, how much is it? How much is it? I wasn't even trying to like get my refund or nothing. I was like, how much is it? How much is it? Like,
So this is the thing, yeah. So Danyal was right. You know, at the start he said he seems like he's quite rough and stuff, but he's very soft. So behind the guy's back or around the corner, he's like, yeah, you know what? If he comes, you're gonna slap his bald head. You're gonna cook an egg on his forehead. And then I'm like, yo, relax, yeah. I'll talk to him. We'll get a refund, yeah. The guy goes, is everything okay, yeah? And Danyal sat there and he goes,
no, I think you know all the trash talking I done, yeah. That's the reason he gave me a refund because he didn't ask me. He was like, oh, he just gave me a refund after that. He was like, okay, that's it.
Yeah. No, I said to the guy, I was like, yeah, the chips are a bit, you know, they're a bit stale, and the burger, you know, it's not, you know, it's not halal. So then the guy's like, okay, all right, and then he gives the card and he gives the refund.
You know what's the funniest bit?
Now,
how do you want your steak?
Wait, Garis,
How do you want the steak?
Wait, yeah. So Garis orders a steak burger, yeah.
Oh, this bit.
And
yeah.
obviously,
This
yeah.
is why
Go say it, bro.
Sorry. So obviously, yeah. Look.
he's asking.
Look. I've made this mistake plenty of times, okay. And I mean, no, I've only made it once because I didn't know where it was. But after, obviously, I've grown up. So Garis, the guy goes, "How would you like it done?" Yeah.
What you like?
So Garis is like thinking, like steak. So you just cook it, yeah. So he's just looking at the guy like, huh? So we're telling him, do you want it rare, medium rare, and you know, and then we're like, say, you know, well done, yeah. So how do you like it? He's like, oh yeah, well done, okay. So he goes to the guy, well done. But the way he was looking at the guy, he probably was like, no, well done, no, I'm not happy. I want, let me just say, give me the congratulations or something. But yeah, so he's like looking at, oh man.
The highlight of that day was your cargo's getting stained. Wallahi.
No, not cargos, not
trousers,
cargos.
whatever it was, yeah. That day, yeah, I had the most fun ever, bro. We went to thingy, what you call it, cinema. Yeah.
Well, first, wait, before you carry on, tell them what happened.
Yeah,
okay, so situation is this, yeah. So I ordered the halal chicken, obviously, and it had tomatoes.
You didn't read
in it,
Bismillah, that's right.
I don't like. No, I always read my Bismillah, man. It has tomato. It has a tomato slice in it, and do you know what it is? That I don't like the type of tomatoes they gave. It's like so raw. I don't like that tomato. So I'm taking it out, yeah. And as I'm taking it out, the burger, like the plate slips, and I pull it out, and the tomato slips off the plate, and it lands on my trousers. Now let me just describe my trousers. Yeah, I'm wearing linen, cream colored, light cream, like vanilla cream type trousers, and there is now a red stain, big red stain around where the nether regions, the crown jewel area. Okay, now obviously situation is very bad. Okay, it looks disastrous right now.
It was too far down a trouser to be covered.
So it can't be covered. I can't cover it with my top or anything.
And it won't wash away as well.
And it wouldn't wash away. I tried to wash it out. It kind of made it worse. So then we leave the restaurant and we start walking through Oxford Street. Okay, a very populated, busy area. And then Danyal, I'll let you continue the rest. Okay.
From there, yeah, I was just laughing out loud. Yeah, kept on making jokes and stuff. And because of my laugh, people kept on like looking back and staring at this guy. And then we went to the cinema. I think.
No, wait. Before that, this guy goes past every single human being in Oxford Street, yeah? Homeless people and homeful people, and he's asking everyone, excuse me, do you have a spare, set of trousers for this guy? But I need some trousers for my friend. He was going to go up to a homeless guy, yeah, and say, can I borrow one of your joggers, please? Yeah, my friend needs it.
Even
I was just there mortified, embarrassed, yeah.
Even the taxi driver.
I don't know. The confidence was skyrocketing. Anyway, we went to the cinema and I was like, excuse me, do you have any spare trousers for my friend? Like, he stained them. And I kept on pissing Sadiq so much, we ended up going to Primark to buy new ones. But then, I felt bad. I tried to buy them for him, but then he was very aggressive about it. He was like, what are you doing? I was was trying to be nice as well, bro. He didn't let me buy them. But,
No. I didn't want you to be too kind of, on the first day. But what happened is, the you know the the worst part is after we left. No, it's before we entered Primark. This guy, he had a daughter or a son or something walking with him. Remember the bald guy? And the way he looked at me. So he looked at my trousers and then he looked at me and he gave me the dirtiest look, like, what has happened to this guy? Oh man.
Nah, that day was so fun, fam. So fun. I literally forgot about everyone. Yeah, I just kept on laughing at this guy in public. Every single person went.
Yeah.
Oxford Street as well. I don't remember that.
Bellissimo Day, fam. We actually had so much fun.
Yeah.
But I don't think
then we watched the movie.
The other day when we was doing the podcast. Remember, it was.
At night.
5 a.m. 4 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Wait. We will leave that story for another day, yeah? Anyway, so first impressions, yeah? First impression, obviously, you started online, went in person, and obviously, so first impressions led to this friendship. But, once again, there was a time when I met you guys for the first time, but straight away we didn't become close, right? There was many months in between where we weren't talking, or we played sometimes, or we didn't, and it just suddenly happens, when you give it a chance. First impression. So I think the lesson in a way is, give things a chance. Don't always be quick to judge. Like Danyal said at the beginning, don't judge a book by its cover. And but
what I would say is, obviously, when you give that chance, if you don't think it's going in the right direction, then you do have then you do have the choice to stop the progression.
Of course, and it's not
go find a new path.
It's not to say as well that maybe you've had previous bad experiences when you notice certain signs, and obviously when you see those signs again, you might avoid, and that might actually be better for you. So speaking of first impressions, we're soon going to be entering the first of a special month, which is Ramadan.
All right, before you go to the next topic here, I'm gonna go now. Yeah.
Bye.
All right, bye. Peace out, guys. Bye.
So we're obviously going to the first of a very special month, which is Ramadan, and obviously Jamie's still here, and Garis unfortunately has to go. But Jamie, what are your first impressions of the month of Ramadan? When you first heard it, what was your first impression of Ramadan? No, that's fine. Even now, like when you hear Ramadan, what do you think it's about, or what's the first question?
It's to do obviously with your fasting, you're doing something beneficial for not eating for a certain amount of hours between here and here, and then you get after a certain point you can break the fast with dates, which in my eyes they're basically just massive raisins. They're just giant raisins.
That's a nice way to look at it.
American raisins, basically raisins from America. Extra large. That's you eat them to break your fast, and you can eat. Finally eat this other stuff. But back then I had no idea.
Yeah, what's your kind of view of like 2 billion people around the world for 1 month aren't gonna eat anything for a couple of hours, and then they only eat a little bit, and so on and so forth. What's your impression about that?
I mean, there are beneficial things to it. Obviously, that's why you do it. You won't be doing it if it done absolutely nothing to benefit or help you. So there's clearly something there. There's a good reason why you're doing it, so why not? Not why not, obviously you have to do it. The only thing I do know, I think I know at least, is that it's not just helping with some sort of control you're gaining with your food. You're not just being a glutton, shoving food down your face 24/7. It's some sort of control and some sort of thing there, like in the army. It's for control and a what's the word?
Discipline.
Discipline, that's the word. Sort of discipline, if you will. And then it helps, I guess, stuff to do emotionally, some sort of spiritual thing. I still don't know a lot. But at least I have like a baseline understanding of it and why it's.
So you might as well explain it for the people that are listening. Just a tiny bit.
Okay, so obviously, if we look at it in two ways, so the scientific way, it's good for your health. It regulates your body, because obviously we're constantly having food, and our body doesn't always process certain things properly, right? So you're giving it time to process it one whole month, okay? There are other obviously health kind of benefits from fasting, but for a Muslim, there are a couple of reasons. So in the Quran it says, whoever believes, meaning whoever's a Muslim, you should fast like the people before you also fasted, so that you can attain awareness of God. Yeah, so you can achieve awareness of God. Okay. What it means is, like, the rest of the year, the other 11 months apart from Ramadan, Muslims, perhaps they don't pray 5 times a day, perhaps they don't pay their charity 2.5% of their wealth, perhaps they don't go for the pilgrimages, or overall they just don't focus on God, and they don't focus on their religion. In Ramadan you'll see the most amount of Muslims who suddenly every single one of them they're fasting. Yeah, from before sunrise until sunset, they are not putting any food into their mouth. They are not drinking anything. They're not smoking. They're not vaping. They're not injecting or whatever. Okay, they're not doing nothing in that month only. Okay, and why? When you go to them, if you get hungry, like no one's looking, why don't you just munch something? Yeah, what do they reply? Nah, man, God's looking. God knows. Yeah, so in that month, in the Quran, what God said is you will be aware of God if you do that, and that's what happens. People become more aware of God. They watch what they say. You'll see the swearing is less. You see the things that people discuss. They're like, don't talk about that, it's Ramadan. The way people spend their time, maybe they won't play games, maybe they won't watch TV movies as much. They'll just be reading Quran. They'll be trying to do as much good deeds, as we call it, good deeds as possible. Okay, and yeah, that's what it is. And what that does is that 30 days, it's like 30 days of training, not only, as Jamie said, for disciplining your eating habits and your health habits, but it's also disciplining your behavior and your attitude. Okay, so after the 30 days, the whole point is that when I leave this month, what Ramadan, I like calling it Ramadan resolution. Yeah, what Ramadan resolution am I gonna have? Yeah, what am I gonna carry on? Am I gonna continue making sure I pray? Am I gonna read more Quran? Am I going to give more charity? Am I going to feed poor people? Whatever intention you make, Ramadan is the perfect way to catapult you into that, because you've been doing it for 30 days. It's a habit. It's a daily habit. Danyal, is there anything I missed?
Obviously, the more good deeds you do during the month of Ramadan, it gets multiplied by, what is it, 70 or something?
70, yeah. So like a single good deed that you'd get outside of Ramadan, in Ramadan, is multiplied by 70. So for example, reading the Quran, Jamie, one letter of the Quran is equal to 10 rewards. Yeah, we've been told.
Okay.
In the Prophet Muhammad,
next week,
peace be upon him, said that. Yeah. You're collecting. Yeah, you are. You actually are. So one letter is equal to 10 rewards. Yeah, and then do you do that 10 times by 70? Okay, so in the Quran there are a total of, I can't remember the amount of letters. Yeah, but there's 6,666 verses in the Quran. Yeah, and there's like a good 100,000, let's just say, letters. So if you do 100,000 times 10, so that's 1 million. Yeah, I'm just simplifying. 1 million times by 70, you got.
Jesus.
What is that? Is that 70 million?
Brother, jump from level 1 to like max level in no time, bro.
My maths
70
is
times the
not
XP.
Private to Cud.
How many? Hold on. How many letters in the Quran? Yeah, I calculated this with my students a long time ago. Sorry, what am I talking about? 325,384. Yeah. So hold on. 325,384 times by 10 normally. That's 3 million.
That's lesson, kids. Listen up.
Times by 70. Yeah, so that's 227,768,800 rewards for finishing the whole Quran. Yeah. So that means even if you were to read,
reading.
yeah, even if you were to read, let's say, 1,000 letters, times by 10 times by 70. You got 700,000 rewards in Ramadan. Outside of Ramadan, you get 3 million in comparison to 200 and what it was 225 million. Yeah. The point being, Ramadan is incentive for Muslims to gain reward, and also we believe that the devil, Satan, he's locked away, so he can't mess with you as much. That's why you see people just mellow in Ramadan. It's like a switch. As soon as the first night of Ramadan hits, you'll see the trap star jackets come off and the thobes come on. You know what I mean? It's really funny, man. Like the way it happens, and then the mosque is like, there's usually 12 people there for Isha, the night prayer, and on Ramadan night there's like the whole mosque is full with like 500, 200,000 people filling it up. You know, so it's really amazing to see. And Jamie, I would love, honestly, just one day, maybe not Ramadan, at nighttime Ramadan, I don't think you'd be able to hack it, I'm not gonna lie. You have to stand there for a good hour, standing, obviously you got up, down and everything, but you know how me and Danyal pray? It's that
for an hour straight?
For an hour, because like they're reading like one chapter of the Quran every night, which I'm going to be doing this year as well. So Ramadan you wouldn't be able to hack, but like Eid prayer or something, I really want you to just go and sit there and just even if you sit on the back in the corner or something, honestly, I just want to know. It will be a good topic to talk about afterwards, actually. But if you go, Daniel, take him Eid Salah, please, this year. Go Eid Salah, Eid prayer. Just sit there and see how it feels, because it's just such an amazing atmosphere. It's so calm, cool, it's just really nice. But
do you want me to? I won't wear anything. Don't be making me wear anything. I'll come there.
You don't have to wear anything. You can no. There's people who go with like jeans or joggers or whatever.
People just like they go with t-shirts and trousers. It's not like
as long as you're covering your knees and you're covering
the way you dress here, you can still
areas
go
which
like
are
that.
private.
It's not like a certain
how you normally dress.
Yep. That makes sense.
People dress like the other way with the the thing that I wear. People dress like that just for like extra reward or just to make sure everything's covered properly. That's all it is. It's not compulsory. Okay. So Jamie, I think if you can, losing my voice, if you can, go with Danyal to Eid prayer this year. You will love it. It's just something else, man. It will be on the 22nd or 23rd, I think, of April.
In a month.
Which is a Saturday or Sunday. Yeah.
In a month's
days.
time. 10 days. Bro, this.
Yeah. But by the time our next episode runs around, we will be in Ramadan. So whoever's listening right now, this will probably be out a day before Ramadan or or 2 nights before Ramadan.
Ramadan's starting next week.
Yes, Tuesday. Ramadan's next week. Tuesday. This is Tuesday 22nd.
I swear it starts with like 20th or so. Today is
Tomorrow's 19th.
Today's the 18th,
Monday.
brother.
Monday's the 20th.
I'm not bad.
Yeah.
Numbers ain't adding up in my head.
This is 20. Yeah, this is the 21st of March.
numbering.
So Ramadan's either tomorrow or the day after.
Fair.
And yeah, so you whoever is listening to this, prepare for Ramadan. Get your stuff ready. Don't be eating too much. Jamie, do you think you're gonna remember what you said you're gonna try fasting once? Do you
I'll
think
try.
you
I don't know.
have a go?
I think he did, no?
Because
For
the
one
first
day or
couple of days are gonna be easy.
Yeah, the first.
I'm
Too
not.
fast.
Oh, well, the whole month.
For a day, bro.
No.
Honestly,
No.
the whole
No.
month.
No, one day.
Yeah, I have to say, fucking 0 to 80 flat, man. What is this?
No.
DeLorean, man. 66.
One day. Do
Yeah.
you think you want to have a try?
I think I've kind of done it before anyway. At school or something.
Yeah, so
I've not ate till like 6 or something when I got home after school. So I've
Oh yeah,
kinda done
sometimes I find it so weird, yeah. Sometimes just someone link Jamie, and he doesn't have nothing till like 12 or 1. And I'm like,
I wouldn't-
bro.
it. Yeah, what me
basically
though.
fasting.
I haven't eaten nothing. I'll do it. I already do it. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Right.
I still
So
have
I was-
water, so I don't fully do it, but I kind of do it. Because I ain't eating for a while, but at least I'm drinking.
Yeah, but this is without water as well. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing completely.
So-
yeah, no.
Yeah. So I think what we'll do is before sunrise we'll tell Jamie quickly eat something. Then at sunrise, obviously we're going to be praying and stuff. Jamie can meditate or go to sleep, and then we'll wake up in the morning, whole day no eating. Then around for the first couple of days before the British summertime begins, We're breaking fast around 6:30, I think. So at 6:30 you can break your fast, and then see how it goes. That'll be quite fun. But I think more importantly, and I'm noticing I'm speaking too much now, so I want to throw the question to Danyal. What would your Ramadan resolution be then for this Ramadan? What habit would you pick up to carry on afterwards?
Probably I say anger management, because nowadays, remember Friday, like how much flipping stuff I said, like maybe like
Oh,
bro,
yeah, it's a-
like that day I just woke up and I ate the most stupid stuff in the morning. Like bro, I'm half awake, yeah, and the whole day, yeah, I was so mad, bro. I probably saw anger management. I do kind of swear a lot when it comes to flipping. Yeah, when I get angry, it's a long day for everyone.
It's the Italians.
Yeah, and the hand signs and que pasa, but and probably just like reading Quran more. Oh yeah, by the way, question: do you say I'm praying Quran or do you say I'm reading Quran?
So I'm reciting Quran.
Reading
as
or
well is
reciting?
fine. But yeah, some people say praying. Yeah, but you're not praying Quran. I don't know. I forget why people say that, but reciting, reading is perfectly fine to say. Praying.
Yeah, so probably that, bro. You
Jamie,
know.
if
Can I just say one thing? Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah. Make sure to subscribe. Yeah. You had a man cry, bro. You had a man
Oh.
cry in the flipping podcast. Can you believe that, bro? I'm sharing my feelings here, bro. I'm letting it out, bro. If that don't deserve a subscribe, I don't know what will, fam. Like,
You know what? I was gonna bring it up later, but you took the words right out of my mouth. You heard the man. You best subscribe right now. It's time to subscribe. You know your biggest Ramadan resolution for those listening is please subscribe to the Lads Go podcast, like the videos, comment. Okay, that should be your Ramadan resolution. But before you get to it, let's hear from Jamie. Jamie, if you were to have a Ramadan resolution, what would it be?
Can it be literally anything? Or is it
Anything,
something specific?
anything. Don't say I want to increase my pork consumption, obviously, but anything, something good, a good habit.
Sleep schedule?
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Good.
That kind of makes sense.
yeah? What about your sleep schedule?
Yeah, it's all over the place, man. There's no set times. Go to bed at this time, wake up at this time.
It's a really good one, actually. Yeah, take
sleep
looking after your health. Is there anything else you could think of right now?
What am I doing with the healthy food wise? Not as bad as before. That's a bit more better. Still could be more better though. So again, what I'm eating. Be careful what I'm eating, drinking.
Oh, that's good. So Jamie is focusing
Even
on
if it's
the
walks or something. When the summer hits, that is a goal to go out for more walks and hikes, if you will.
I'm not gonna lie though, Ramadan at night time though. Yeah, in the summer. Oof. So I was just saying, Jamie, you're focusing on the physical side of habits. That's really good, and I think everyone
But then
should
it also kind of links to mental things as well.
especially like
both
sleep.
makes
What you
sense.
said, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the physical side. I think everyone in Ramadan should use that time to get physical. My Ramadan resolution would be to increase my I think I should take a leaf out of Jamie's book and eat properly and sleep at the correct times. But I think I also need to make sure I be consistent with my religion, right? Because sometimes we're too satisfied with what we're already doing, and we know we can do more. We're just doing the bare minimum. A friend of mine used to say, aim for the sky, you'll reach the ceiling. And that's a quote that I've that's really helped me in life. So aim for the sky, reach the ceiling. And one last thing, obviously after Ramadan we talked about Danyal's anger management issues, but there is someone who caused a bit of anger today at the Lads Talk podcast HQ, and that is someone who commented on one of our videos. Just joking, obviously, no one was upset or anything, but it was quite interesting to see a comment. it's very, very interesting to see the comment, and we are happy that people are commenting on our videos. Please continue to do so. But obviously Garis went in. Jamie also participated in replying. Yeah, please do expect some replies for us. We're very happy to engage with our viewers. But leave a comment below. Leave a comment down below what your Ramadan resolution is. Make sure you like this video, share it with others, subscribe. We are on 82 subscribers. Let's push it to 100 before Ramadan ends. That would be a brilliant Eid present for us. But before we go, what is the quote of the week?
You do it, bro.
If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello.
Big up Dr. Martin, by the way. Still waiting for the contract.
So, whatever your first impression of this episode may have been, we hope you stay till the very end. We hope you like, share, comment, subscribe. And until next time, I'm Sadiq. This has been Jamie, Danyal, and we had Garis. And we will see you next time. Bye.
A bit.